The Minnesota Twins are on pace to win 162 games this year. They're going undefeated as they sweep Kansas City in the opening series. It was a great game today. Of course, they did not get the shutout, which is maybe a touch disappointing, but they get the win 7-4 over the Royals. Like I said, they sweep them. It was a great pitching weekend. That was the headliner, I would say. But today, in this game specifically, they had 13 hits, a couple of home runs. Joey Gallo, 2 home runs today. And we're going to break down everything that happened in this one. So if you have not already, please consider hitting, wrong button, that button, subscribe. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. So let's jump into this recap today of the sweep against the Royals. So pitching-wise, I would say it was really a good day pitching. This whole weekend was really good, like I said. Joe Ryan started today, went 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 1 home run, struck out 6, and walked 2. And I'll tell you what, he didn't look great today. Missed a lot of his spots. He threw 80 pitches, only 52 strikes. Not bad, but I think that's the worst strike to ball ratio that any pitcher has had in the 3 starts so far. And really, he wasn't bad at all. But like I said, this is not one of his 7 good starts. I don't think was one of his bad 7 starts, and if it was, then we're in for a treat this year. But that's a really good outing. First time of the year. Of course, it was a sunny day in Kansas City, though, so really no excuses there. But just a great pitching day for Ryan. 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. That means the starters have pitched, I think it was like 15 and a third innings or something close to those lines, where they have allowed, I think it was 5 or 6 hits total and 1 run. That is really, really good. Moran did struggle today a little bit. He pitched 1 inning, got 2 strikeouts, but gave up 1 hit, which was a home run, and that cut the lead a little bit. In the 7th inning, the Twins are comfortably up front in this one, though, so wasn't too worried about it. Lopez had another good outing in the bullpen. He did not allow a hit, run, walk, didn't have a strikeout either. And then Emilio Pagan, kind of looked like the Emilio Pagan of last year. 1 inning, 2 hits, a run, and struck out 1, but did close the game down. So, not the best pitching performance out of the bullpen today, but you're going to make some mistakes. It's a long season. As long as you can get your starters deep into games, that's what's important. Ryan did that, and the pitching in the bullpen has that depth where if they get into these sticky situations a little bit, Moran wasn't perfect today, Pagan wasn't perfect today, I think they'll be okay. But like I said, the offense really showed up today. They had 13 hits, 7 runs. That's where it all kind of came together today. And I'll mention Joey Gallo one more time because it was the Joey Gallo show today. He went 3 for 4, 4 RBI, had the home run as well, a solo shot earlier in the game in the 6th inning, is that correct? And then the 3-run home run in the 7th. And it could have been the 4th inning. I'm not entirely sure. But regardless, he hit 2 home runs today. One was off the lefty Amir Garrett. I guess they went to school together, which is kind of cool. And the other one was off of Coleman. So, got a lefty home run. That's really good to see from a big power bat like Joey Gallo. If he's going to hit home runs off of lefties, that's good. That's something that, like, Kepler struggled with for most of his career. Was really good in like 2019 off of lefties for just a little while. But he struggled with that. There was probably another lefty that I'm thinking of that might not have been really good against left-handed pitchers for power. But Joey Gallo, if he could do that all season, I'll take it. So really happy with him. The bottom of the lineup today really was the offense, as Jeffers went 2 for 5. He had 2 RBI singles as well. That's good stuff. Like, Vasquez and Jeffers they've been the catchers for all 3 games this year. Vasquez the first 2. He was batting, I think, over 500 in those first 2 games. And Jeffers today batting 400 with his 2 for 5 day. That's some real production out of the bottom of the lineup, but also just the catcher position, which maybe is the weakest right now, I would say, for the Twins. I mean, arguably right field, I think, is the weakest with Max Kepler, and we'll talk about him in a second. But I really, like, if Gallo's going to start batting 7th for whatever reason, and then you have Jeffers and Vasquez who are producing, yes, it's the Royals, but if they're producing, this lineup could be, like, honestly unstoppable. The only problem that you have in the lineup, though, so far is Kepler. Leading off, another 0 for 4 day. Had a walk today, the first time he's been on base, I believe, this year. I think he's the only one. Oh, Nick Gordon doesn't have a hit yet either this year. But Nick Gordon has been being platooned for Farmer, and I really like that. Again, maybe another video topic on how they're rolling out that. But Kepler sucks. He's not doing great. And I don't want to even blame him too much today. In the first or second inning, I think it was the second inning, the bases were loaded, 2 outs, and he hit the ball really well off of Keller. Just hit it right to the right fielder. And obviously, if that ball is 20 feet over, it's in the gap, everyone scores, and Kepler's the hero. And I said this in yesterday's video, too, is he hasn't had a situation where he really has struggled to produce out of the leadoff spot, right? Today, yes, probably the biggest showcase of that. But he hit the ball hard today, and he just didn't get rewarded for it. And, like, to me, you're winning games, okay? I don't love Kepler in the leadoff spot. The only problem is I don't know where you put him. And the other problem is, is he worthy enough to stay on the team? I mean, like, arguably probably not, but you're winning games. And if he's going to hit the ball hard and just not get rewarded when those situations come up, I mean, yeah, it's a numbers game, but you still gotta look at that and say that's okay. That's a good at bat. And again, the Twins won this game pretty handily outside of the last run in the bottom of the 9th with Pagan pitching. It was 7-3, and even before that, the pitchers were doing really well outside of the other home run from Moran. I mean, it was 2 home runs by the Royals today, and then just another run in the 9th inning. Like, that's controlled, right? It's not getting out of hand for the pitcher. So maybe I don't want to, like, the biggest thing I'm trying to say is I'm not, going to bat for Kepler here. We just don't really have another option with all the injuries that are happening, especially with Buxton not being able to play in center field yet. I don't think you go get Wallner. Celestino's hurt. Larnach's hurt. Like, you don't really have a ton of other options, and maybe that's why they kept Kepler. I think that's why they kept Kepler. But it was a small improvement today, but he's got to start actually producing with the numbers. We'll see how we go. I say give him one more week and then make the decision. Gallo, they had him lead off in spring training, but if he's going to do that, he needs runners on base. 3-run home run today, had runners on base. That's what you need that deeper in the lineup. Starting off as the leadoff hitter, you're not going to have those opportunities. The 3-run home run taken away. Now it's a tie game. Things happen. They just need somebody to lead off. That's better than Kepler, I think, is maybe the moral of the story. But otherwise, I mean, Correa had a hit today. Buxton was 2 for 4. He's batting .462. Has not looked super great. I'll be straight up. Like, last year, when he got hot, he hit like 6 home runs in like 8 games or 10 games or something like that at the beginning of the year. Has not looked maybe like that Byron Buxton yet. Maybe it's still a little too chilly for him there. But he's got a couple of hits today. .462 average, looking good. Larnach, another 3 for 4 day, had an RBI. Completely glossed over him. He's batting .455. Like I said this in spring training, he needed to step it up. He did. And this year for him is going to be a big learning year, but also just a big year to like actually show that he could be here. He belongs. And he had a great day today. Miranda 1 for 4 as well. And then Taylor 1 for 3. Almost had a home run as well. So really good day offensively. Almost everybody getting in on the action. Of course, when you have 13 hits and 7 runs, things are going the right way. And a couple of home runs help as well. But yeah, big series sweep over the Royals. I don't even know who they play next, to be honest, but let's keep the winning streak going, right? This is awesome to start out the year, and it really sets the tone early. So hopefully you guys did enjoy that video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.